Welcome to my sadness corner of a lot of sadness. So, I have an index card of 3 reasons why you should be happy. But I, myself, am not happy. I'm upset, sad, and a failure. But I am going to try to help you be happy. 1. You don't know where life is going to take you. You could be depressed right now, or even suicidal, or just sad thoughts always. But who knows? You could be the first American king or queen, and you don't know where your life is going, as I said before. And if you do then you'll never know where your life would be going. So don't, or you won't know where your life will go, what your future is. Who knows? You could be depressed right now, you could be a teenager, you can be sad because your crush doesn't like you, you could have no friends, your family could hate you. You don't know. You could end up being first American king or queen, a celebrity, a model, you could have a family with kids, and it could be much better than it is right now. And you don't know that yet. So I'm getting this from my eyes. I'm a child. And if you aren't a child, then I don't know, cuz I'm a child. And I'm trying to help. I should give up. This is Let's go look at my sad index card of reasons to be happy. 2. Chances are there are probably a few people who care about you. I mean, if you're a kid, sometimes, yeah, you could be in the worst case scenario. Your parents could hate you. Your parents could abuse you. It's, great. Okay, you could be stuck in the worst case scenario, but you might not be, because, for one, dogs. Freaking dogs. Okay, if you have no friends, then that doesn't mean you should. If you have no friends, that just means you're just missing one set of people who don't care about you. But you still have another set of people who care about you. Your family. Your family hopefully cares about you. If they don't, then I'm sorry, but I'm sure one day you'll find people who do care about you. Reason number 3. No one is perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. No one in the entire world is perfect. Heck, Kim Kardashian isn't perfect. No one is perfect. Perfect does not exist. Nothing can be perfect. Nothing. For one, I suck at math. That's something that I ended up getting very sad about. And I've made a lot of mistakes in the past that people use against me. That's something I was very sad about. I'm not the most attractive. I'm not as kind as you think I am. I'm not perfect. And chances are, anyone who's watching this, no one's going to be watching this, but anyone who is, you're not perfect either. And that's okay. If you're not perfect, that means you're human. This is more of a what is this? This is more of I don't, this is like a body type of thing. Like, if you think you're too fat, you're too skinny, and you look at like magazines or pictures online of people who like you aspire to be, the reality is most of that's photoshopped. And you shouldn't have to do things, you shouldn't have to reach an expectation that other people want you. You shouldn't have to always look like what other people want you to look like. It's so much better to just be you. And if you're unsatisfied with what you look like, that's completely okay, but don't overdo it. Like, don't starve yourself, don't and don't just don't do the chop. Don't. There's so many better things you could be doing instead of the. There are a lot of kids who want to be YouTubers. I gave up on that dream. This video is not for attention. This video is literally just because I'm upset and I came to the conclusion that the internet is very toxic and kids are growing up with that influence. And that's not right. I wish I had more reasons, but I only have 3. And I'm just gonna be real now. It doesn't always get better. When you're sad and you watch like videos like this, they tell you, oh, it's gonna get better. It's like 100%, 90% gonna get better for you. It doesn't always get better. You have to make it better. You have to, if you're lonely, if you're sad, if you have no friends, if you think your friends hate you, then try to talk to them. And if they won't talk to you, if they won't communicate with you back, like if you try to say, oh, I'm sorry, I want to be like friends again, and if they don't communicate, then move on. You don't have to stay with the same people in your life. There are other people you can meet. There are other people that can do better. You deserve better. And I think that's a lot of... Why am I making this video? Okay. Just remember, no one's perfect. Not even the most beautiful person in the entire world can be perfect. No one, I repeat, no one is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. And if I'm not going to be like open about my problems if that's what you're expecting, but I'm going to say if you're dealing with the loss of friends, if you have no friends, or if you feel like your family doesn't care about you, 1, find better friends. You can probably talk to someone, talk to other people, talk to someone else at your school. You can do anything because you. And if your friend eventually says, like, after a month of not talking to you for some reason, they've held a grudge on you for whatever reason, and they suddenly say, "Oh, I'm sorry," then you can forgive them, but you don't have to be friends with them again. Friend issues is something I deal with a lot. Probably not as bad as other people's issues, but they're still issues and they make me upset with myself. That shouldn't be the case. You can find other people that appreciate you for you. You don't need to change yourself to be friends with someone or to make your crush like you. Just be you. This sounds like a. I might go back into real mode. Okay. Real mode on. If anyone says, "Oh, I don't change myself for blah blah blah," they're lying. We've all changed ourselves for blah 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 before. And I know that for a fact. I'm not going to give you an example. Okay, here. Actually, no, I will give you an example. So, say your crush likes sports or something, and to get their attention, you get into sports. You're not really into it, but you act like you are, and like you make yourself believe that you are, but you're not. And that is what you shouldn't do. It's easier said than done. I've changed myself so much to make other people like me, and I shouldn't be frick. I shouldn't be doing that. And if you have friends that you're like on and off with, or you've had a past with, and you've like been okay with them, and then it's like gone back again, it's like it's on and off, then leave. You, that's not, you shouldn't have to go through that emotional roller coaster. If one minute you're happy and you're friends, and then you tell them something, they don't like it, and then they do whatever to make you feel bad about saying whatever you said to them, then they don't deserve to be your friend. You shouldn't have to do anything. You shouldn't have to suck up to them because you both did something wrong. Like, you can both apologize to each other and it's all okay, but you don't have to be friends with them again. As I said, you could just move on, find better friends, and find other people who appreciate you. If so, this is like a meme, and it's really cool, but it's still a meme. So just bear with me. If they don't like you at your worst, then they don't deserve you at your best. And one other thing, don't be sad and depressed for attention. Don't do that. I have a history of that too. I've totally done that before. But it's time to cut that stuff and just be happy and whatever. But if you're sad, then don't pretend to be happy. If you're sad, tell someone. See, that's a problem. Like, when someone's happy and they're sad for attention, that's kind of mocking people who are actually depressed and sad. And when you're sad and pretend to be happy, you're bottling up your feelings. And that's not good. My hair just morphed back. So I'm briefly going over this again. 1, you don't know where life is going to take you. You can do anything. No matter how mean your inside voice is to you, get through it and you can do anything you want. 2, what was number 2 again? 2, people do care about you. Maybe you do, maybe you are stuck in the worst case scenario. I'm not the one to judge that. If you are, then get help, call someone, get help, see a therapist, open up, write in a journal, write out your feelings, whatever makes you feel better. And number 3, no one is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. There is no one in the world who's perfect. And that's what makes people special. Everyone has their own difficulties. For me, as I said, I'm very bad at math. That made me very sad. And it upset me a lot. And I have to pay for not being good at math. And sometimes your flaws come with consequences. But you can get through those, and it's not always the worst. Sometimes your flaws make you who you are. And body-wise, like appearance-wise, still no one is perfect. All the magazines, Instagram models, whatever, Facetune, Photoshop, it's filters, Photoshop, more Photoshop, extra makeup. It's not their true self. And someone's true self isn't always what they want to be. But it's what they are, and they have to learn how to love themselves. That was my depression, sad, lonely, exposing a lot of my life corner with Vivian. So, remember that. Remember the 3 reasons. And I was about to say smile always, but don't smile very much myself. So, don't be, no, how do I end this? Okay. Don't always believe you're stuck in the worst case scenario, because usually you aren't. Usually it's small things like your friend hates you, rivalry at school, bullies, family issues is a big one. Family issues, that is when you need help. Get help, tell someone, get that one person to tell someone else. Don't keep that in. And also, another thing is when a crush doesn't like you. That one is one that's gonna be another live video thing I'm gonna make right after this. So, I'm gonna go make that video and disappear into another dimension.